Hey guys, welcome back. You want to talk about a stupid effective fly? Egan's Rainbow Warrior it's just ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. I've been very fortunate and blessed to be able to travel to some great places to fish. I've been to Chile, Argentina, Montana, Colorado, and obviously my home waters here in Southern Ontario. And this exact pattern that we're going to tie today has caught fish in every single one of those places. So just, kudos to Lance Egan. My God. I mean, there's a reason why this fly is so famous. Um, and like I can speak to it directly and from experience. So lots of variations like all fly patterns. Obviously, I make do with the materials that I always have on hand. So let's get started. In the vise, I have this is a size 12 buzzer hook from Togans, and again, you can use scud hooks, you can use nymph hooks. I like and pick this hook for a reason. Number one, it's got this nice little bend to it, and it's got quite a bit of a nice hook gap in between here, right? So that helps with hook sets. And this fly is pretty super clean to begin with, so your hook sets are going to be spot on. So accompanying this size 12 buzzer hook is a 3.2 rainbow tungsten bead. Tungsten just to help it get down, especially like sort of in those white waters, that faster water. And for my thread, I'm just going to be using some red 70 denier. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start right behind the bead here. And the first material we're going to tie on is the tail. For the tail, I like to use this bleached pheasant tail just because of the patterns and the markings. I mean, I think they're remarkable. And it's a nice little contrast to the fly pattern itself. And I'm going to grab, a pretty hefty chunk. I couldn't tell you exactly how many fibers it is. If I'm going to guess, I would say 8 to 10. So it's like that much. And I'm not worried about measurement quite yet. I'm just going to do a pinch wrap. Just some collecting wraps. And then I'm going to adjust this for the length that I want. And now what I'm going to do is kind of work my way a little bit down. I like to have this particular version with a little bit of an angle on the body. So actually, I'm going to add some more. I don't like that tail. I'm going to add a little bit more. Give it a nice bushy tail. Yeah, like that. Now I'm going to continue working my way up. Just lock this down. Now what we're going to do is tie in our body. So the body and wing case, I use the same material. This is a Uni-Mylar in hollow silver. And I'm just going to tie that on the near side of the fly. And I'm going to build up just the ever so slightest taper. Okay. Just going to do a quick little 2-turn whip finish. Get my thread out of the way. Now we're going to start wrapping. Let's make sure my first one's in place there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this same material and I'm going to bring it back to make my wing case. And I don't want that big of a thorax, but I do want the wing case to shine a little bit. Okay. Here we go, just making sure things are nice and centered. For the thorax, I'm just going to be using this Togen's, it's called Light Shade. It's more of a rainbow mix than anything. But feel free to use any. I actually, there's some patterns, some rainbow patterns that I'll use straight white, like an ice dub, to give it that extra bling and really help in those murky waters. But this rainbow dub is really nice. Okay, so we got a nice bushy thorax. You can see why I like this dubbing specifically, because it's got this natural just like bugginess to it. I almost don't even need to pick it out. And I'm going to flip over this wing case. Secure that in, nice and centered. And now we're going to build a nice little kind of hot spot with our red thread. Build a nice collar. You can see it there. And if you wanted a thicker collar, if you want more, just simply do another whip finish. But I think that's good for me. And then on this pattern, I will add just a touch of UV resin right on top of the wing case and thread there. Just give it that nice little bump and transition. Now look at that dubbing shine. Awesome. I'm just going to get rid of some of these longer ones. There we go. Well, that's it, folks. How easy was that pattern? And the effectiveness of this is just ridiculous. Small brook trout, for me at least here in Southern Ontario, they tend to love these and just eat them up. So hope you give it a shot, try one on, and literally tie, I would say 2 dozen of these and just fill your box up. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.